YouTube, pipe smokers, what's up? It's Alex in the Briar Cave, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And second video today. I guess let me start off and tell you what I'm smoking. Some Old Joe Krantz and Savinelli's Bing's Favorite. I like this pipe. I don't know if it's because it makes me sip on it a little bit slower or what. I'm going to talk about this Old Joe Krantz in a couple minutes also. Hey, first thing I want to do today is really just kind of give a shout out, excuse me, and thank some of these guys, some of these new subs. I like to do that every week for you guys that are subbing me, and I actually return the favor. You sub me, I'm definitely going to sub you back. I think I did that today. So excuse me for looking down, but I wrote these guys down. Eric P, appreciate it. Padre Piper, Chris D, Outdoor Piper, Cecilia Wising, Calendary, I believe. D Social D, I like good videos. Pipe Hooligans, those are actually my hooligans. If you get a chance, watch those kids. They're good old, that's my boy and his girlfriend over in Camp Pendleton. He's stationed at the Marine Corps base. He's a Marine, and he's the one that got me doing these videos. And then my buddy Andy Taylor, I'm going to challenge Andy to do a video on whiskey reviews here in the future, so it'll be interesting. Nothing too spectacular today. Again, I'm smoking this Old Joe Krantz. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Not really going to do a review on this because there's guys out there that do a lot better reviews than I could do, but I'll give you kind of a personal opinion review, what I think about this. A lot of times I'll search YouTube just kind of seeing what somebody thinks about the different tobacco. I like to just get different opinions, good, the bad, the pros, cons. Man, we're having like a heat wave down here. We're in East Texas, and it's already 80 degrees. I know some of you guys up north are getting your butt kicked with the snow. And then tomorrow night, East Texas, 29 degrees. So that just tells you what we kind of deal with. Down here, it can be snowing one day and then have a heat storm the next day. If you saw, we had some fun with our video last week. I did an intro video, and my kid was giving me a hard time. I was like, "Dad, what are you gonna do? Adventure pipe smoking?" Actually, that's what I get when I sit down with the laptop and I go over the film editing stuff. So we just had some fun with that. Kind of a fun little deal for the Briar Cave. Actually, he gave me the name of that Briar Cave, and the kind of the history of this is kind of interesting. Got a lot of buddies come over. We do a lot of just cool stuff. We'll sit out. We like to ride Harley Davidsons. We like to go to the shooting range. We do that a lot. Guys will come over, play a little bit of cards, or we'll smoke pipes and cigars and hang out. And of course, you know, the wife's, and I understand this respect, didn't want us to smoke in the house. And I don't really know if I would want to do it anyway. Even if she said, yeah, I'd probably sit out in my garage. Then a couple of my friends got some just kick-A shops, and I said, man, I'd like to have one of those. I need a little man cave, and I call it the cave because my wife, she comes out here. She's a trooper. She likes to come out here and hang with me, even though she doesn't smoke. So it's kind of a dual thing. But I did make some rules. Can't gripe, can't bitch about smoke, and so we had some fun with that. But anyway, so last week, man, we just got kind of, I guess, OCD on this project. And I went to Sam's, bought me this recliner chair. It's automatic, kicks back. It's got cup holders on it. Bought a new 55-inch. Of course, Super Bowl's coming up, so what better time to buy a new 55-inch TV? Had the DirecTV guys come in and hook my wireless up. Had the plumber come in and hook up the permanent heat because I was coming out here, man, it'd be freezing, 28 degrees, 25. And I know it's not cold for some of you guys up north if you're tuning into this, but for Texas, it's in the 20s, kind of cold. Anyway, just makes your pipe smoking miserable. So I wasn't even thinking that we had natural gas. So a buddy of mine said, man, just call a plumber, have him pipe it in. So I just piped in a heating system over here. And then in the summer, when we have these 100+ days, I'm going to put me in a couple window units, portable man cave, bam, already done. Problem is, I know me, as soon as the spring gets here, I'm going to want to gut this whole garage out. Maybe I'll give you a little view of it, and then we're going to do like a showroom paint on it and kind of go from there. And hopefully I'll keep you updated on how the cave's coming along. So that's kind of the name Briar Cave. My kiddo gave it to me. He goes, Dad, you got to have a name for YouTube video. So kind of thought about how that came out. So let me tell you about this Old Joe Krantz. If you're a burley lover, you'll probably like this. You'll love it, and it's got Perique. You know, when I first started, I don't know if you've ever watched Matches 860, he got me to try this Big and Burley. And man, I was coming from Virginia's and this and that, and all of a sudden I popped that in. And I was like, whoa, man, that was strong. So my first impression with Burley, it wasn't for me. But I always give things, let it rest for a week, come back, try a different pipe, give it a different day. And I'm kind of starting to get an understanding of it a lot better. I like it. The back of this reads, hand blended in the Carolinas, dark and cube cut Burley with red Virginia ribbon and perique create a smooth all-day smoke. Another Renowski creation named in honor of the man who taught Bob to smoke a pipe, his grandfather. And I tell you, his grandfather was a badass smoking this stuff. This stuff is pretty stout. I've got some different tobaccos, and I can't tell if it's just the Burley doing that or the perique with the peppery flavoring or hit to it. But I don't know what other guys would say the nicotine content is, but I would say it's medium high to high. I mean, I kind of judge everything around nightcap. If you smoke some of the Dunhills, the nightcap has a pretty tough nicotine. But this old Joe Krantz, the first time I did it, I loaded up my big old bowl, and I was like, man, I didn't get stomach ache or get falling around, but it's definitely a stout tobacco, and it's not bad. It's got good little flavors in there. I'm starting to, I started off with I would say non-aromatics, and now I do some aromatics, and I'm not one of these that have to go, oh, you do aromatics, you don't. I think it's the neat thing about the pipe hobby is the variation. You can go to aromatics to non-aromatics and really enjoy the difference. Sometimes at night when it's cold, I like those deep Latakia, the wood burning smell type tobaccos during the day. Midday, I may like more the Virginias. Sometimes I want to kick in the butt. I'll get something like old Joe Krantz, or nightcap to do it. So I like to just kind of hit the circle and go around with the different things. Smoke's good. I don't have to dry it out. And I'll tell you, usually you'll see me when I try a new tobacco. My son's the same way. There's something about this Bing's favorite that I can just get the true flavor of tobacco. Now, a lot of people, I know a lot of you guys out there, you may stay with certain pipes for Virginias and certain pipes for different deep Latakia blends. I kind of broke that real while back, and I really can't tell the difference. Sometimes I like the little mixture in my pipe. Some people, the ghosting thing. I don't necessarily do a lot of aromatics, so it doesn't. If I did something real super sweet and it was going to get real wet, I'd probably do it in my corn cob first to kind of see how it's going to work. But I usually do it. A new tobacco, if I want to get the full flavor, this Bing's, I don't know if it's because the draw that it has a real tight draw. Just tend to get a good flavor out of this pipe. We were actually in South Carolina last year and went to where they had, is it smokingpipes.com? They're a brick and mortar store. If I'm saying I get smoking pipes and pipes and cigars, I was kind of confused, but it was neat. I walked in, I didn't even know it was their brick and mortar store. The warehouse was down the road, and they had all just the pipes on the wall hanging up. And I picked this guy up, and man, I bought me 2 more since then, and I've referred it to a couple buddies that like to smoke pipes that ever tried it. It's a straight pipe. It's got a little bit of curve. They said Bing liked that, and it's not too long like a church warden where I guess he wanted to carry it around and it wouldn't stick out of his pocket. And it's really hard to explain until you smoke out of one of these. I think when people would tell me they can tell certain pipes smoke different, but that is really true. I'm waiting on one, Joe Case Pipes. If you want to see some cool pipes, Joe Case, he's as a hand carver. I like to mix it up a little bit. I like to give those guys the business, and also it's just something neat about smoking a pipe from a hand carver. But Joe Case has got some awesome pipes, and he advertises. You can look at his website, but he's I guess he's carving me a Dagner Slayer, which it's a real cool pipe. It's a smaller little pipe, nose warmer, I guess you'd say, poker, and it's got a good strong. Joe's got that. He's known for that strong rustication on the end, so I'm kind of excited about that. He said about, I think, 8 to 12 weeks. So it's one of those things where I ordered it, forget about it. When the door rings, it'll show up. Kind of excited about that. And again, I'd like to thank all you, just a few subscribers that I have. It's kind of neat. My son taught me into doing this, so I go, all right, if I'm going to do it, I need to stick with it. So I'll try to keep the videos up. And for me, I'm going to try to throw different tobaccos at you, show you some different pipe collections, kind of keep you caught up with the Briar Cave. And pretty much that's what's going on today at the Briar Cave. So hopefully I'll tune in and I'll see you guys. And again, thanks for you subscribers. And if you know somebody, throw them my way. And I'll see you guys next video. Actually, let me learn how to turn this new control off. There we go. See you next video, guys.